It's like I'm stepping back in time each occasion April comes around, and I absolutely love it. Feels like only yesterday I was out here in the woodland capturing the magnificent bluebells as they burst into life in 2025. I've already been out a couple of times, just a few scouting missions to see if the woodland started to come alive. And now that it is, it feels the perfect time to begin capturing what is without doubt one of my favourite times of the year. The plan, I'm out of the woods trying to capture as many beautiful shots of the bluebells as I possibly can. I'm going to walk through 3 images that I can come across today. I thought about restricting myself to just 1 image, following on my one-shot photography challenge that I'm doing in 2026. But to be honest, I thought that would be too cruel in what is a magnificent setting. As you can see, it is already happening, that blue carpet, nature's carpet spreading across the woodland floor. It really does bring out the colour in the woods this time of the year. I'm being spoiled, I really am, upon my return out with the camera. I wasn't expecting this, if I'm being honest, for at least another 2, maybe 3 weeks. Although don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. So the first shot that I want to talk you through for the Bluebell adventure here in 2026 is this scene that I've come back to. I came out here, captured it last year, absolutely loved the results. It's a scene, it's a spot that I've tried to capture a few times over the years. Have never been successful. But let me get the live view up and I can talk you through the scene. We've got a lovely path leading you through the shot, and then we've got all these lovely trees just dotted around for the bluebells to envelop, to wrap themselves around. That's what I always love when I'm looking for a particular bluebell shot. If it's not something nice and tight and detailed, it's a nice wide shot, something just like this. I've switched to my 15 to 30mm lens. I've been using my 24 to 105mm for a lot of my images out here today. Settings, I'm at ISO 640 f8, and that gives me a shutter of 1/30th of a second. It's still quite early this morning. Not too much light breaking through just yet, so I can't really go to ISO 100. Don't want to go too slow a shutter speed and find I end up with a blurry image. But hopefully this particular one will be a great way to kick off this bluebell adventure here in 2026. I really think at times that I need to step outside of my comfort zone when it comes around to this time of the year. I'm often asked the question, where do I go when I'm off out capturing bluebells? And to be honest, it's a question that I never like to answer. Partly to protect these beautiful, these magnificent scenes, but also because you can head out to any woodland in the south of England and come across bluebells. It's why even for me, I think to myself that I need to try and find somewhere new at times. Maybe next year. So after that lovely initial morning out with the camera shooting the bluebells, I've moved across to a new location now. Another nice early morning out with the camera, capturing some beautiful bluebells, and this is what I mean. This is why I love coming out to this particular location. A beautiful swathe of bluebells as far as the eye can see for this particular composition that I've got set up, and I'll walk you through in a minute. It's just stunning out here this morning, especially with some beautiful early morning light. I call this scene the gateway to the bluebells, and if I get the live view up, you'll maybe see what I mean. We've got this tree over here on the right acting as a beautiful frame. Got some lovely light flooding the bluebells. We're not losing out on the colour. And talking of colour, we've got some white, we've got some green, we've got the blue of the bluebells, and we've got a path just off out to the right settings that we're going with this morning. I'm reckoning over 1/60th of a second in terms of a shutter. f8, ISO 400. I'm using the 24 to 105mm. I'm at a focal length of 24mm. Get everything into shot. I thought I'd be too early. I thought I was coming out here too early to capture these particular scenes. I'm glad I took the risk. Coming out and shooting bluebells, I find myself really proud of a couple of my images each and every time I'm out here. I'm raising the bar for myself. It can be really rewarding, as you'd expect, when you find the right composition and everything just comes together. What I find is the biggest challenge this time of the year is achieving those results. Finding the right composition, putting it all together. It's easier said than done. Well, I'm set up and ready to go for this final shot. Before I walk you through it, let me just say what a magnificent setting we find ourselves in today. This is why I keep coming back to my comfort zone, that is this particular location. Beautiful blue nature's carpet as far as the eye can see. Let me get the live view up though, and I can walk you through this final image. We've got our pathway leading us off into the bluebells. But it's the two elements over on the left that caught my eye for this composition. The first one is this fallen trunk. I spoke about the first walkthrough, about how I like the bluebells to envelop the trees, which is what's going on with this shot. And the second element is this tree over here with its green leaves acting like a canopy, giving a little bit more light, a little bit more colour. The settings that I've gone for, it's nice and early this morning. I'm still waiting for the sun to come up. In fact, I've gone for ISO 100 f8, and that gives me a shutter of 1 second. I'd normally be a little bit worried about shooting at 1 second in the woodland in a setting such as this. It's so beautiful and calm. There's not a single gust of wind. And before I forget, with that 1 second shutter, I need to put my 2 second timer on. Focusing off into infinity. There is our final shot in what is a magnificent setting.